All right, can you hear me? Had it on mute. Good morning. It's CR&E Morning Brew. It is January 16th. Good to see you guys in here. Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Chris. Hopefully you can hear me now. I'm sure you take it off of mute. Okay, good. Morning, Thomas. It's James. Snowy one this morning. Chilly, chilly. Uh, good. All right, so on Grandpa Rails, I am going to turn off that locomotive. It is so incredibly loud. I've not taken the time to turn them down. Okay, let's see what is it doing. Clean up my mess. Spill some coffee. It's a sin. It's a sin, man. Hey, Lee, good afternoon, friend. How are you? Good to see you. I got John Schokill. How are you? It's cold here today, man. Whereas phone said it was 12 degrees. It's light snow, but we're supposed to get that throughout the day. So I don't know. Probably, I think they are talking about maybe 3 to 6 inches or somewhere in that range. I don't know. Lindtree Town Trains and Models. Lyndon. Sorry, Lyndon. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Good. Hey, Steph, your thumbnail looks like you're over the pond somewhere. So I'll say good afternoon, maybe. Good evening. Jim is printing the Pacific Golden Spike 2019. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Good morning, Anthony. Where's your Sunbelt? Good to see you. Anybody? BNSF, N scale. Maybe half an inch overnight. Same here. But it's starting to come down. They said it was going to start snowing now, like around this time. So, it could be an inch, it could be 12 inch. It just 12 inches. It just depends. You can't go by what they tell you anyways half the time. You're in the UK. It's 2 p.m. there. Okay. Well, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Afternoon. Chris is down in Florida. Says currently 60. Trader Coast. I wish it was 60. Guys, I mean, prayers and thoughts and prayers and everything. All our friends out there in California with all those fires. All of our friends down in the South and Carolinas, Florida are still dealing with the aftermath from all those hurricanes. I know the fires are taking precedence right now, but people are still hurting down there. They still got a long, long way to go. And, but with all that being said, I'll take the snow. I go vacation somewhere in the winter time when I retire and go spend a month or two somewhere south where it's warm. Because I love this spring through fall. I'm just fine here in Ohio. I love it. Born and raised, fine with it. Go after Christmas, then go down there for a couple months in January, February. I was using gold ETG filament. Well, that's going to be interesting to see. If it comes out right, then you won't have to worry about painting it and stuff, depending on how well it looks, Sometimes you get those, when you get your buildings like from Walters and that, and it's molded in 3 colors or whatever. Then you look at the color of the plastic, you're like, it looks like colored plastic, So you see how it looks. Hey, Andy, how's it going, my friend? Good to see you. Aw, thank you, Curly. Yes. Today was my birthday. Thank you to everybody that sent birthday wishes and texts and all that stuff. Appreciate that. Very nice. I don't generally make a big deal of my birthday. Wife and I went to one of our favorite little local watering holes. I had some wings for dinner, and because I like wings, and we had a beer. Didn't drink much, but I had a beer with it, and it was good. Good time, just wife and I. My daughter's gonna take me out to breakfast on Saturday. She has been feeling well, so if she feels okay, I said, don't come see me if you're sick. I don't need to be sick. I've been kind of fighting something anyways, about half sick. He wants to grab me, but I'm trying to fight it off. But Curly, thank you so much. I appreciate that, my friend. I think Curly is my longest member as well to the channel. Between him and I think him or Wigwag, between those two guys. Not sure which one, but either way. Thank you again. I appreciate that. It was very kind of you. You were on my list of places I would like to go this summer when the weather is not snowing at 12 degrees. You're not really can't be that far from me. I mean, Chicago is 6 hours from Cleveland. So I don't know where in Illinois exactly you are. But, I'd like to meet up somewhere. Whether it be your house or whether we meet out somewhere in between or whatever, Curly. We'll talk. We got just a little bit of time. The 6th there in Sebring, Florida. That's nice. That's nice. I take that too. Yeah. It's stream on and work on it. I appreciate that, Lee. I appreciate it. You always tune in, man. It's nice. He's giving me some love there. I appreciate that. Dwayne's Fork and Spoon Railroad. I live born in Dwayne. How is it over there by you? Good plan, man. A couple months of warm sunshine, especially in the middle of winter. Especially here. Cleveland's notorious for clouds being cloudy in the winter months, especially. It'd be nice to get some sunshine. So, we actually, my wife, in her infinite trip planning, was trying to get. You ever hear of the Savannah Bananas? I guess it's a minor league baseball team. I'm a baseball guy, so I care less really. But she put herself in a lottery to get tickets. I guess you have to get into some kind of lottery to be able to buy tickets. So she was able to do that, but she got them in Miami. I'm like, well, they don't play anywhere else. Nothing against Miami, but damn. It's going to be an expensive trip to go see some bananas. So that's why I posted a new video on my channel. Feel free to come watch when you can. Yeah, throw a link up there, Chris. Can. Let's see. I don't know if I can get to it or not. See if I don't lose you guys. What's your channel name? CR&E. It will come up here. Tennessee Road. There it is. Must have searched it before, so. Shoot, which one is it, Chris? I don't think it's this channel. Your old channel looks like it's still there. Maybe it's just from my searches. 35 subscribers. You had 500 some subscribers. Subscribe to this guy, guys. Share. Copy. Paste. There you go. Should be up there now, somewhere. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Yeah, so, guys, if you're not subscribed to Chris, Tennessee River Union, feel free to go do so. He had to kind of delete his other channel. He had 530 some subscribers. I don't know what happened with the channel. Okay. So he's down to like 35 now. So let's get him back up a little bit, anyways. Nice. So I'm going to show you guys here shortly. Let me get through this chat a little bit more. It's working. Shows Jim will show Thomas's rail spike on the show tonight. Okay, perfect. 6 p.m. Jim Tedesco, Short Line Thursday. Don't forget to go over there tonight. Give him a look. Morning, Bud Files. See you, my friend. Jim, you can make yourself a gold spike too. For your gift from me, you have the rest of the filament. Oh, perfect. Oh, what did you purchase the filament? Oh, that's cool. Jim, I have a feeling you should hang on to that filament because I think you're probably going to want some other golden spikes. I know. I don't know if Thomas might have a little thing for rail spikes. Just guessing. Just going out on a limb there. Wayne says it's snowing and cold. Now, are you West Virginia or UPA? Isn't that kind of more near the Pittsburgh area or no? I forget. I don't think you're too far from me. Yeah, so there's a link. Click that link to Chris's video. Yeah, no problem. Sometimes I'm able to kind of jump on it and get it figured out quick enough. Pretty soon. All right. Well, thanks, Carly. Appreciate that. Morning, Chasco. What's happening, my friend? Stay warm down there in the cool state of Florida. I won't say cold, but cold. Probably cold for you guys. I don't know what's the normal temperatures in Florida around like mid to southern Florida, anyways. This time of year, anyway. My brother, when he was alive, he lived down in the Sarasota area. Every once in a while, they'd dip down this way. You got more near the Turnpike area? Or? Every once in a while, I'll run out to Wilmer's house. He's in Arnoldville, Upville, generally in that general area, you know. But also, sometimes I just jump in across the border there and go up to Cranberry and hit that Hobby Express every once in a while. Usually try to hit it anytime I go see Wilmer. It's on the way. Let's go to it's 51 right now. Usually about 60s and 70s. So you guys aren't too far off anyways. Because, you know, you guys had a really big cold front come through there. I think you're supposed to get another one. Think finally someone making end scouts going to be low. Jacksonville terminal 10 so far. No. It's nice when you get something ready made like that. Sometimes, you know, it's nice to make your own loads too. Depending on what kind of load, look up with this gentleman Jim. You might be able to, you know, find a prep for it. Yeah, you'd have to paint it up and everything, but, you know, give them your dimensions and what you're looking for. I mean, I probably could do it too. Still been leaning on my buddy Jim to help me out with finding them and slicing them and all that kind of stuff to print them. Still haven't gotten that down. Of course, to be honest with you, I haven't really tried very hard lately. I go to that hobby shop 30 minutes away. Oh, nice. I mean, I don't know how their prices are compared to others, but it's a big store. They got a lot of selection there, anyways. You know, it's not just trains. So, but it's a good selection of trains. Really good selection. And then they just expanded like a year or two ago, didn't they? Into the shop next door to them. So that was nice. I've been there once since they did that. Sometimes I'm with the wife when I go out that way, and she don't always want to stop. And then sometimes I get in there, and it's like, I don't really have anything I need. Sometimes I'm not looking for it. That's how I ended up with the cement plant. Well, there's a big cement plant, Valley Cement. Get that thing dirt cheap. It was sitting there and it was on clearance. They had it where they couldn't sell it. Normally it's $100 or more. I got it for like 70 something, well, plus tax. But yeah, get on Grandpa Rails in my best plumber voice. Did we hear from Plumber? I haven't heard from him at all. I don't know how he's been. Hopefully he's doing well. I should reach out to him. I think I got his number right next. Morning, Rick's Trains. How you doing up there? Cold and snowy like it is here. See, guys and gals, a great day to be alive. We had a sportscaster here. I used to say that all the time. That was his name. He passed away. I can't think of his name now. Hey, Tammy and Ray. Boy, your son is like mine when it comes to his Legos. It takes him 0 time. He bought himself, he's a big Star Wars guy, Halo, those kind of things. He bought himself, for his own Christmas present, it was that, shit, I can't think of the name of it. It was one of the big ships from one of the Star Wars movies. I mean, I'm not kidding you. When I say this thing is 4 feet long, could 3 to 4 feet easily. Like it would take up my whole table here, which is 3 feet across. That thing had to be, how many pieces? I mean, the booklet was like that. It was a thick booklet. It was thousands upon thousands of pieces. I think he put that thing together in a day and a half. He just slammed that thing up. And Anthony will tell you. Anthony George's son, he's been over. Actually slept in Mike's room when he was up here. Year before last? You didn't come up last year, the year before. This whole room, all shelves with Star Wars figures and those 3-inch or whatever, 6-inch tall, I think, 6 3-inch. And then Legos, man. You got the big Death Star and all that stuff. It's his hobby. It's like me with trains. I mean, you know, I can't even knock the kid for it. Man, kid, grown ass man, can't even knock him for it. Grab lumber loads. You know, you might be able to. You can always make them out of wood block and print out wraps. Who did I see had that? Go on YouTube and look for how to make lumber load wraps or something like that. Because somebody had that, and they put the link up there so you could print them. I don't know if I can remember. It's been a little while ago that I watched it. You print them out on your printer and wrap your lumber. Now it's paper, you know. There's a really good guy. His name is Dave Rush. Rush with the band Rush. Facebook. Don't know if that's what he goes by. He makes loads, and he makes lumber loads, like stick by stick kind of lumber loads. And he don't charge a shit ton for them either for what they are. He's very reasonable. Let's try to find him. Show Me Details Model Railroad Company. There we'll go to it. Let's see here. This is how I get behind, guys. You guys always get on me for it. I find it funny. It's a big joke. I get it. It's funny, it really is. Trying to do this on my phone. All right, there's a link to the guy's Facebook page. He does all kinds of loads. Some of these scrap loads and stuff I have around here. There's a couple of machine loads I have. Just, I think he's a school teacher. And he does it on the side. He's a mountain railroader as well. I haven't used him lately, but he's definitely still doing it. I just went on his page. Well, you check him out, man. And if you have Facebook, anyways. Take 376 south to my house off the turnpike. Okay. But that sound. Oh, you must see that sound. When that train come back around, I'll show you, Curly. I'll show you what that sound is, my man. I'll show you. Not yet. It's just a surprise. Randy's Rock and Roll Railroad. That's a cool name, man. Rock and Roll. Huge now, great selection of all scales, models, RC stuff. Yeah. I know they got an O scale layout in there. I think they do repairs and stuff. And the cool thing about them, hey, Tony B, hey, how you doing out there, man? You're not being too affected by the fires, and I think you're in SoCal, right? I talked to Daryl the other day. He's doing all right. He's got a few friends that he's been helping out that were affected by the fire. Texted, email with Lynn McCurdy. They're doing okay there. They're not really in the area. They are, but they aren't. Yeah, man, stay safe out there. It's a whole shit show, the whole thing. Again, like Daryl was telling me, he's like, even if everything was done perfectly and right, it still would have been a lot of loss. But there's a lot of failure over there all the way around. So it's unfortunate, but I mean, Hey, but don't worry. If you qualify, you'll get you $770. A little better than those North Carolinas. You get an extra $30, $20, whatever it is. One of the real original CSX railroad spikes from 1990. That's HC CSX $1. Cool. Went to the Plano, Texas train show this weekend. Sure, that's a big one. Is that a big one? I had a lot of guys mentioning it. I'm assuming it's a good size one. I wonder if Robert is going Flying Crow. He's going to be, I think it's his turn to do On Track Tuesday this coming week. So he'll be able to, maybe, if he goes, to, oh, you know what? Okay, am I still getting the feedback? I'm sorry, guys. I opened up my YouTube on a new tab to find Chris's channel, so I wonder if that cold and snowy, right? Okay. Well, maybe that's what you guys were saying. What's that noise? 1,000 for the minimum. Ready? The internet modem built-in electric. That's not good. All right, so while I keep going through here, I'm going to leave that up. Remember I showed last week, my son got me that signal system from We Honest. I was able to install that. I'm going to put it in Tuesday. So let's see how it works. some reason, I'm just noticing now that the first sensor's not working. It was working. Wonder if it came out of position. This one doesn't have gates. But as you can hear, it has the valve. Which is pretty cool. Delta 9, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Thanks, Artie. Yeah, yesterday was my birthday. One more year around the sun, I guess. There's some combining the tunings involved. Yeah. Well, that's good, you know, and somebody's into it, and so that makes it more, is more involved. See, now it activated with my hand running over it, but it didn't do it when the train went over. It caught the second one coming from the other direction. But it didn't catch the first one. Oh, today I'm running, as you can see, the Tesla unit and the camera unit. Those long ones, I think, are all boulders. The ripped ones are scale trains. Just a shorty today, short train. I had it just so I could test the what do you call it over there? Crossing gears. Again, this is why I get mine. Steve Childers, retirement River. How you doing, sir? How is it in Oklahoma? In the weather report around the country here. JV's in Texas. I don't know what it's like over there. There's that Facebook page. Jesus, stand by. Way behind. Delta 9, how are you? Yeah, grab that link for that Facebook page. If you're on Facebook, if you don't have an account, you probably won't be able to look at it. I don't know if it's if you can type in that. I say the name of their company. Show me details model revenue. So, you can, I'll just type it in there. I don't. It again. Why did it not pick up that first sensor? What if I had it a little bit off? Live stream. Friday at 4 UK time. Thinking the stream. Okay. Very good. Let's check that out. Hey, Randall. That's okay. Appreciate it. So you can't turn down that bell. It's not quite as loud. So I might do that. Hey, Stu Structures. Good morning. How you been, Mark? Yeah, I mean, it's just, that's what I'm saying. Like even if everything was perfect, working perfectly, the reservoirs were full, all the mishaps that we at least we're hearing about. I don't know if you guys are hearing anything out there, but that would have been a hard one to fight, especially with those winds and everything. I mean, you can't fly choppers at 100-mile-an-hour winds. You think for firefighting purposes, they'd be able to fill those reservoirs with salt water from the ocean. You know, I mean, if it's just going to be used for that, I don't know what else they use water for in reservoirs. If it's just for firefighting, you'd have to do maybe what they call it, desalinization or something of it. So don't rust up all your pipes and things, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why they don't know. I'm sure smarter people than me, you know. Packets coming from Lombard Hobby. Awesome. I like Lombard Hobbies. Yeah. Usually got good prices on stuff, too. No. No. See, that was pushing 10 minutes behind now. You know, what's the Pacific Heritage from Lombard? Nice. Well, that's just it. It's a lot of it is laws that have been put in place that they don't do control burns. I heard that they indefinitely until further notice, like last year or something. So the fire, wildlife service, whoever does those control burns, we're not doing any of that. An engineer drone strike fire in Australia. Yeah. What do you do down under? I think some of it has to do. Yeah. Yeah, with like I said, when I just went over there trying to see if maybe it got covered up or something, that sensor, it went off. So I don't know, maybe it's, here's the thing with this system. It's from We Honest, and I like it. I mean, those are the signals that came with it. You can get different signals. That particular system, everything included, I showed it last week. It has the board with the main power board, the sensor board, the sound board, whatever. There's like 3 different boards. It's all on one nice piece of clear plastic, acrylic. Everything's all wired up inside the board. You don't have to do anything there. Plug in anything from a 6 to a 12 volt power source. So I have those little barrel plugs. Put 2 wires in there, put it in there, and I have a 12 volt bus line running underneath the layout. So I was able to hook right into that terminal strip. And see, it's not picking up that first sensor. Picking up that one. I probably should have put that sensor further back, but I think I did put it further back. I feel like maybe it's just not picking it up soon enough. It was a pretty cool system. The only thing that I didn't care for is I had to make really large holes for the sensors to go up through, which in turn Um, and they're can't even show you guys now because I don't have any more sensors because I put them in the truck. It comes with two sensors, and it comes with a wire that splices them together. It's all got plugs. Everything plugs in the board. Now, it don't come with the best of instructions. It don't come with any instructions. You have to go on the website, and then you look up the instructions on the website, and you can print them out or whatever. But you basically go by the pictures, to be honest with you. Exactly. And it's stuff, it's kindling, man. It just takes off. But I'm sure there's some kind of endangered friggin' ant or something that they don't want to do those burns. It's like that smelt they keep saying, someone keeps talking about some smelt fish that they divert that water out of the north up to the ocean. So letting it come down. Yeah. Hey Steve. Yeah, sure. You wanna go there? Yeah, I'll take 35, 36. Backups with tanks and pipes, and the city has 10 tanks. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. I can only barely keep track of what I'm doing. I mean, I don't know when Tony is going to come back. If he's going to come back, to be honest with you, I think he plans on it. Uh, but that he had that big move, so I don't know when he's going to be set back up to do that. Like I said, I have a hard enough time keeping track of myself. I was supposed to do the same here, but the conditions for this file were just way too perfect. Stop. Tricksters are doing the politics and thing and raising their fingers. Yeah, pointing their fingers everywhere. Yeah. Hey, Ray Burrows. How you doing, Mr. Ray? Yeah, I kind of put everything up real late. I took the day off yesterday for my birthday. So I had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off. And I think I got confused on what day it was, to be honest with you. So by the time I actually got that up and running, plus I was out there trying to shovel some snow. Real cold is expected next week. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Stormy Sky. Dave, how you doing? You have gum trees like in Hollywood Hills, mixed with pine wood. That's the kind of gas. Work slower needs to be cleaned as soon as the conditions are right. Yeah. No, that's okay, Randall. Get my new airbrush, wash, Allen, and then different size thread than what would work in my cheap compressor. Got the adapter yesterday. I'm going to try it out today. Let us know how it goes. Yeah. Well, it's 12 here today, so I'd be more than happy to take upper 50s and low 60s. No. Who's making that? I have a BLI unit that I have to send back to BLI for a second time, so I will not buy BLI anymore. It's an older unit, it's a Paragon 2, but I might turn that bell down. You can adjust it so it's louder or quieter. The bell's actually under the table and you're still hearing it. So if I was to have multiples around the layout, it'd be really loud from that. Hey, Chris. Still in Kansas. Where do you live, Missouri? Morning, Harry. Let me get down through this a little bit. Oh, that's cool. That'd be fun. Hey, Scott Waycross. Transfer job expired today. Hopefully it will be well. Open again. Did you apply for the job? Yeah, we'll have them all on pre-order. So we'll see. That's the plan. See what happens. Very expensive and complex to sell. Well, yeah, but when you are fighting fires, you don't really need to. I don't think. I mean, you might just have to do some extra maintenance on your lines and stuff because it's salt water. I don't know if it will affect that. I'm sure it would have some effect on the lines. I mean, it's salt in there. Metal doesn't like salt. But I mean, you got an ocean right next door to you. I know it's not that simple, especially now. It's too late now. You got to do what you can do. But I mean, I don't know. And listen, I hate getting political on this shit, man. Government has a few jobs. Keep us safe for the military, fix roads and infrastructure, police, fire, that kind of stuff, military. All this other shit that they do and they steal our money for. Who cares how expensive that is? That should be going to that if that's what's needed. That desalinization. That's what you guys need out there. Rather than all these government bloated ass programs, bloated bureaucracy. There's just too many damn employees in the damn government. Too many layers. If we got all this money, we pay in taxes, we can give all this money everywhere else around the world, but yet you're going to offer $700 some dollars to all these people who've got all these horrible things happen to them with these natural disasters. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. To quote our buddy Joe. Don't get me wrong, it's not just Joe, it's not just the Democrats, it's all of them. It's one big uniparty. It's a joke. They literally steal our money and give it away to other people and put it into these things, and none of us voted for it. It's just ridiculous. Exactly. I didn't read your comment before I went on my little rant. And I've heard that theory too, Jim. And look at Hawaii. All of a sudden, you don't hear nothing about Hawaii anymore. All those people do it. I'm sure they helped rebuild all their homes and helped them all out real well and everything like that. I don't know what insurance is like in Hawaii, but these insurance companies are bailing out of California like crazy. I don't know how these people are going to rebuild their homes, especially the ones that aren't movie stars and famous people living up in the hills and all that stuff. They got affected by it. So there's the problem with fighting fires like that. What's the size of the fire? Choose your water supply. You're chasing it all the way up and down the bell curve until the size. Well, the fire comes right down your extinguishing your bullet. Yeah. Sorry, I had to go find the rest of your comment. Something in Colorado, probably. Well, I don't know there's Colorado that don't have water. From what I'm hearing, they diverted out through the San Francisco estuary or something out to the ocean because of the stupid fish. Sure, you get plenty of water out of Canada running down. I don't know. Like I said, prayers to all you guys out there. I would not. It's a beautiful state. I would not want to live there just because of your just poor management ability. Not that it's any better here, really. I mean, government doesn't fix anything. Government makes more problems. I think we get the gist of it, Steve. Appointment. Happy belated birthday. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that. I'm going to go through the dry slope with what we're heading into now. We will get well on water and make sure that city and my city don't run out of water. Every dam and reservoir is linked. Well, that's just it. Why were those reservoirs empty? Or at least the one there. So, I mean, that's not cool. Mono 87th HO Steel Mill Modeling. How are you? PC Preston. Good morning. Power supply am I using? Well, for the trains, I'm using NCE ESP5, the DV5. For my accessory bus, my DC bus, I'm just using a Walmart, basically. It's a 12-volt Walmart. Seems to work okay. Haven't put a lot on it yet, though, so I don't know. I seem like going with something smaller, maybe. Just because if we go, well, these are 3 volts, so go with I think it's 3 volts. If you go with something smaller, you won't have use resistors in that, but I think. Next spike in Kentucky, Madisonville. Fixture and down. Yeah. Yeah, you know, kind of. There's in California and direct result of mismanagement, no fire breaks, the clearing of dead brush and such, not enforcing the laws of private property owners to clean the dead stuff of the properties. That's why, like people have been saying, that this was a perfect storm. The winds and everything else, and then all the mismanagement. Even if everything was perfect, it would have been pretty devastating. Maybe not to this extent, though. But maybe, sorry, you might have been able to get a handle on it a little quicker. I don't think that they have it under control at all yet. A close call here just before Thanksgiving. Empty 3 fire extinguishers on the next door neighbor's porch. Oh, geez. Where are you at, Delta 9? You up in California, or were you guys keep frying the turkey, or what? It is warmer. Morning, sir. Oh, okay, I mean, I think I was saying hi. Well, hi and bye, Steve, and hi, Dave. Thank you, Steve. Get him, Cowboy Steve. If you guys don't mind hitting that like button, I'd really appreciate it. Hey, there's another Mike. People remember Mike. How are you? Your fire department should have an agreeable thunder to yell down. What the hell's that? I don't know what that is. Yeah, okay. Well, have fun at the grocery store. Yeah, we were going to buy some eggs the other day, and holy mackerel. That was stupid. For the regular thing, a dozen eggs, man, they were over $4. If you don't want these fires happen, go look at the California High-Speed Rail Network map. Mentioned in the lower plan of LA Smart City in 2028. Look, man, I believe just about anything anymore. I never used to believe a lot of shit like that, like the government would do that to people, but after the pandemic, I believe about anything. Third person, you never worked up in these preventable fires. No, I get it. Again, like I said, it may not have stopped the fire. It may still, it would have still had some destruction. Thank you, Bernard. Yeah, I turned 54 yesterday. So it's a year closer to retirement. And that's another thing. Sorry, there's still aren't speed match very well. Broke apart and Jesse was taking off. But that's another thing too. I mean, you know, like I said, all this money, man, and you don't pay the military for shit, you don't pay the seniors for shit. Why do I got to be 67 years old to get full Social Security benefits? You know, that doesn't make sense. I mean, especially since we have all this money to throw around everywhere. You know, I think I've said it before. I was always under the mistaken thinking the money I was paying in the Social Security was going for my Social Security, where it's not. So I just get put in a pot with the rest of the guys, and you get what you get. City firefighters, we trapped our fires in buildings. Like the house, celebrities are pedophiles. Yeah. Hey, Papa John, how you doing, buddy? Oh man, morning, Wesley. or actually aren't that far off. They were concerned about what seawater would do to the soil. They realize that the rain has seawater in it, right? When it does rain out there. Yeah. I watched a little bit on that Pete Hegseth yesterday. They're trying to be all high and mighty over, the alleged affairs or whatever that he had when he was, whatever, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, every one of you guys are scumbags. You know what I mean? So they say, don't throw stones when you live in a glass house kind of thing. Not to mention some of the older, from the Tales from the Crypt kind of older senators that were there. Back Bill Clinton when he was doing all his fun shit in office. All of a sudden, I got this virtue and morality, John, you have a good day too, my friend. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna mess around with that a little bit more. Check out We Honest. Yeah, it's from China. You can go on their actual website. I actually have one here that has crossing gates and everything too, and comes with servo motors and a power supply and everything. It's $99.99. This one I got here was a gift from my son, but he got it off of my save likes and all that stuff. What is it saying? $59.99, but I could have swore it was $49. Free shipping. Like I said, it comes with the speaker, it comes with 2 crossing gate signals, comes with everything else you need. You can see it very well, but that's what you get in there. See how big those sensors are? Those ones with the yellow on them. Top right there. So those are kind of big, man. So I really had to make a huge hole. Cut out one tie. I had to drill a big ass hole, and I had to kind of bring the hole out a little bit. And put a link to that in the chat. If anyone wants to look at it. But I'm going to tell you what, it was simple to set up. Like I said, that was the worst part, was getting the hole down through for the sensors. They're IR sensors, so I think they do make one that has the reed switches, but these are IR sensors, and they work really well, except for this one. You see, still not picking up. I'm gonna have to maybe adjust it. Like, I didn't adjust anything on the board, like for sensitivity level or anything. I think it might just be the way I have it in the braille. So I ended up having to. Now I think about it, I should have used some of that blue, like poster, tacky blue or whatever you want to call it. It's pull it apart. It's blue. You stick it to the wall and poster. You make a poster tape or whatever. Tape, almost like, or actually like a Play-Doh would be perfect too. Just to kind of plug the hole after you get it, and just kind of from below, just to hold it in there. Because by the time I got done, the hole was so loose. Chris, get your mind out of the gutter. I know where you're going with that. I ended up using a little bit of hot glue. So hopefully the hot glue didn't mess anything up. But it worked fine when I ran my hand over it. Just for some reason, it's not picking up the train on that one. Okay, Anthony, we'll see you next time. Hey, Floyd, you been in here? I didn't say hi to you. I'm sorry, man. The Navy, yeah. I'm a fan of the Navy, just not when they play Army. Some insurance companies drop everyone's covers before the fire. It's kind of funny, too. But they drop it just before the fire. Yeah, Tony. I had cousins in the Navy. I was always would root for the Navy. I'm going to the football analogy with the Army Navy. So my son joined the Army. So kind of have to root for the Army now. I tried to stop one of our state governors from doing the desalination plant. He bluntly said, it's going on, as I won't let Sydney run out of water. Now we got one that we gotta save. Yeah. Really makes me wonder, Jim. Yeah, I hate to think that our people would do that to us. The older I get and the more I've seen, the more I believe it. And then they make you out to be some crazy conspiracy nut. That's all they got. They got a and this started probably even before the Clintons, but the Clintons were famous for that, man. Don't address the message or the accusation. Discredit the person saying, "Well, how can he say that? He cheated on his wife. He has no credibility." You know, or not that I agree with that either. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, they would never actually address what the accusation was. They'd always take it out on, to discredit the messenger, not the message. Those that don't know, look at the map. High-speed rail and smart cities are planned. This was planned. Look at how happy Newscomb was when he was talking about 2.0. Well, that's I don't want to say fear, but that's what's going to happen. You're going to get the government's going to go and take eminent domain, or you're going to have people like BlackRock and all those big corporations that are buying up all these houses all over the damn country, and they're going to buy all that up for nothing, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to rebuild, and Joe and Sally Smith are not going to be able to afford to rebuild their house. So they're going to get a pittance for what their house is worth, and then it's going to be that same shit they did in Hawaii. And then the guys keep voting for them. I don't understand it. Why you voted blue? You guys keep voting blue. I don't know. Get the Reds a lot better, but I feel like our states are a little better managed in general. I mean, it's still government. Government is never going to fix any problem. And Reagan had said, the scariest words in the English language are from the government. Yep. He did say that. Shopping trip later on. Take my list. Yeah, take mine too, damn it. All right, guys. Let's see. I addressed it. I'm just behind. Shocker, I know. Jesus Christ, I'm like almost 15 minutes behind. Tend to be in the Navy, second Reagan term. I have a soft spot for Reagan. I mean, I know a lot of guys didn't care for Reagan because of the unions and the air traffic controllers and all that kind of stuff. But I was a kid, so to me it was like a grandpa. You know what I mean? Like coming up, he came in 1981. He started, so I was 10 years old. So from the time he was in until the time I turned 18, I was able to vote. Like my first vote was for George Bush. That election. So, you're paying no attention to that. So I'm just going by what I saw, and and my mother was a Reagan Democrat. My dad wasn't very political. He didn't vote. But yeah, my mother was a Reagan Democrat. So I kind of went that way. When I got to work and was in the union, you're young, you don't pay a whole lot of attention. I'm having an issue with NC power supply, but he issued the covers. Sometimes I do too. I run the issue because it's just easier with all the scale trains I have. Sometimes I wonder if I shouldn't switch to like an ESU power supply. They have their own system, ESU system, because most of my engines are scale, a good amount of my engines are scale trains and they're all ESU. And it don't make any sense to buy them DCC ready because you got to pull the board out of them if you want to go to soundtracks or whatever anyways. Because the lighting issues. Because I was talking to George from Soundtracks and Jason as well, Train Freak, and something about if you just put a Soundtracks 21-pin decoder in, it doesn't. It's something with ESU. They've locked some lighting functions to work only with their stuff. Hey, Mike, morning. And in order to fix that, you have to change the board out. So I guess you could probably pull that board and go with a Soundtracks board, maybe. Or you could do like a decoder buddy. So you have to do like a PMP8 where you actually buy the whole board instead of a 21-pin plug and play kind of deal. So you'd have to take the board out and rewire the board either way. So by the time you're all said and done, you're still looking at paying the same, if not more, by the time you buy speakers and put those all in and all that kind of stuff, if you just buy it already done. Problem is you got ESU. Yeah. You know, plus with the winds, I don't know, even those big water planes, like I know, I was talking with my son when he was home still, and this was going on. You can't fly those helicopters in that kind of wind. He says you can't, which I believe that. I don't know if the planes would have done it because you got to fly them low. I don't know how well they would have done in those winds. Plus, you drop that water and be like just spitting because it would just be so dispersed from the wind. You got to send all the planes over there. There's been some containment ones that died down and switching directions. San Jose, Santa Ana winds next week will be intense again. New computers better, building the new TCC XN data Windows to Pro. We'll take the new key. Bernard, I'm lost. Just reading your thing, I'm lost. Sign off, got doctor's appointment at 11. Tension's getting out of hand again. What the heck? Yeah. Yeah, everybody check out the video Chris put up. If you're not subscribed, if you don't mind, give them a look. And if you like what you see, subscribe. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you should delete the old page, or I don't know if you can. Oh, that would work. If you could save all those videos to like a external hard drive, Chris, or save them to your computer if you have room, and then re-upload them, the ones you want, to the new channel, and just delete that old channel so guys will get confused. His new channel is the one that has about 35, 40 subscribers on it. The old one had 5 something. So he had an issue with it and decided to just start a new channel. I don't know what the issue was. I don't remember, but I'm checking them out. Yeah, well, Tony, I'm sure you could do a lot of nothing with that. But you're probably going to tax it too. So you probably get about 500 out of that. So. Well, just tell them you're illegal and they'll put you up in a hotel indefinitely. And they'll give you all kinds of stuff. Or identify as a Ukraine. Maybe you'll get some billions of dollars. I mean, it's simple, guys. Why are you guys making it so hard? Just Jeez. Hey, there's my buddy Lynn. You're doing well out there, my friend. Yeah. I was emailing with him and make sure everything was good. Yeah. Well, they do some of that stuff here too, like some of those controlled burns. We don't get, we don't have the threat you guys do. We don't get dry enough. I mean, there's, August, we dry. We stay wet enough usually. Or stuff like that. I mean, well, that's the shame of it. And is there going to be any, not that it helps, but is there going to be any lawsuits like you have? Do they have any right to any kind of lawsuits and stuff because of mismanagement? Potentially, they're all going to be like, no, there's no we can do. But all this stuff that we're hearing with all the mismanagement, is there going to be the ability for those people to sue for the loss of life and stuff? I mean, the families are, again, not that that makes it better, but just same thing for land in western North Carolina. But then when he lost their land, no part of the lithium mine, there's each one ended. Wow. Absolutely. The thing of it is, I hate the fact that we're on to them, and a lot of states are trying to vote those assholes out. But still go. I mean, California did move more right. They did go more red than they've gone. So, I mean, obviously they still voted mostly blue in office, but it's slowly going that way. And maybe something like this, maybe it'll wake these guys up out there. I have no idea. Wait a second, train show Medina. Playing the video. Wait a second, am I doing anything? It's a Sunday. Groundhog Day. So you going on the second? John. Put it in my calendar. Let's see what happens. Yeah, my sister's husband lost his parents' big house in the fire in 2017. We had our big one, 17 neighbors scattered across the range up in smoke. Have your own fire trucks now. Yeah, there you go. Ah, boy. I'm in California, born in California. Most of them died in California. Where are some of you getting your facts? There's no seawater in the rain? I don't know. All precipitation got to come from somewhere. Yeah. So, I mean, they do some of it here. We don't get anywhere near as dry as they do. Lynn, I don't know. I'm only going on. I haven't heard a lot of the stuff that's been said here today. This, what I have heard about just on the news in general. Well, not the mainstream news, I guess, but just how the reservoirs weren't full, and how they diverted water for these fish and different things like that. Yeah, I don't watch the mainstream news media, none of it. I don't trust them. They've lost my trust years ago. I don't trust anything they say. But again, I don't also don't necessarily buy into a lot of the theories because I just don't want to believe a lot of these theories, especially some of the ones that have been said today. That was a thing I was just curious. You weren't old enough to retire. You could use. I'm sure. I think you can retire early, but you're going to get a lot less money. Then there's a whole thing on that. You know, the amount of money difference in the whatever amount of years. Like if you go at 62 instead of 67, you know, that 5 years difference. By the time you make up the difference that you would have got in pocket at 67, based on lifespan, is it worth the difference from 62 to 67? I don't know. I've heard kind of both sides of that, you know, where yeah, yeah. It's not the state, it's the government of the state. The state's beautiful. Volcanoes? No, I've never heard of volcanoes. I guess, yeah. Semi-rainwater has no salt and minerals and it's some of the moisture that creates evaporated water, so it helps 10 minutes from bodies of water down the air. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I guess, okay. I got you. That makes sense. One thing in a that way. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was a silly statement by me. Learn something new all the time, yeah. I was just thinking water is water, you know, I didn't think about, yeah. Well, you would still have evaporated water out of the ocean, though, right? And the water would evaporate whether it's salt water or not. You just want to get the salt or whatever in it. I don't know. What the hell, man? Hmm. Those Republican madness. Well, you guys came through for us this time, anyways. I think you came through for us last time too, but again, you still got that People's Republic thing going on. Yeah, I think you're right. I think a lot of it was unintentional consequences from just mismanagement in general and bad legislation in general that have caused some of these perfect storm situations, you know? Yeah, right. I'll agree with that. You know, again, just from history, you know, I mean, you get both sides of it. As far as was Reagan good, was Reagan bad? I'm sure and every president has good and bad. But I don't know about this one. But, yeah, you have to be a citizen or a born citizen. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. And you're not protecting the environment by not doing this, by not doing the brush management. Yeah. Well, those that feel like Obama had forged one, so I don't know. I'm not necessarily in that group, but There was a lot of talk about that at one point in time. Over Northern County. You're dead. Yeah. You get away with all kinds of stuff. You're already dead, right? Yeah, kind of does go that way. Like when you're more directly affected by something, you tend to pay more attention to it. Yeah, well, it's everywhere. Even here in Ohio, as red as Ohio is, you still got like Cleveland, Cincinnati, Columbus, Youngstown, Toledo, all your bigger cities still lean blue or vote blue. Problem is, anybody that's able to get out of them areas pretty much does. All right, Tony, stay safe out there, man. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, you could try. Try. Good luck. More reparations. For researching everything, Len. Okay. They're using seawater, but the fire wind was moving faster than they could. Yeah. No, like it's just a combination of everything, man. Like, from what I gather, Lynn, just a damn shame that maybe some of the intensity of this could have been prevented. And it's all hindsight's 2020. Of course, I'm sure people have said it, warned about it, prior, and things, the message wasn't heeded, or you know what I mean. Yeah, those sensors are have to adjust them. I think they're off. Like maybe the angle or something off on them or something. I don't know. Yeah, we turn that bell down. It's a little annoying. Just basic local functions. I mean, you still got Digitrax. They've always been pretty economical. Like ESU has a loc pilot, it's called, which is just a basic motor function, motors and lights, like basic lights. Sure, Soundtrax has a version. Just can't think of it off the top of my head. It's a non-sound version. TCS is another one. You have one locomotive with TCS. It was one of those TCS kits. Everything came with it. It just was like you buy it for that specific locomotive company and drop it right in there. Everything fits right. Nice. Nice and good. The tracks are cheap. TCS makes a great one with Keep Alive for $2. It's always nice to have a Keep Alive. Yeah. You used to be able to get packs of like motor function decoders. I could have swore Digitrax used to make those. Hey, I didn't do it. I mean, you kind of end up off the rails real quick here, and you just start a topic. I was just trying to, send my best wishes out there and thoughts and prayers to California, and not to forget those people down in North Carolina and Florida and such for they were affected so badly. Oh, it is, 100%. We have a supermajority in the Congress and state Senate and everything like that. Well, even your big cities are less and less blue than they were. There you go. You gotta try. Yeah, I know a lot of people are big on that Blue Nami, but I mean, even going from Tsunami to Blue Nami, I mean, you're looking at another $30 difference per decoder, you know. And for me, I'm not that. I really don't want to use my phone to control trains. Hey, Brad. Yahoo out there in charge of water and power sidewise municipal water systems are designed for large scale wildfires, fire a large number of structure fires. This is why these battles are going along with when they start management, yeah. Yeah. Just like got delayed. He was supposed to leave last Tuesday morning, and he didn't leave till last Saturday morning because of the snow and everything in Dallas. Because he flew into Dallas and then to South Korea. So, folks, issue look pilot is $33. Coffee hypothetical. I knew how bad fires are. They should have done something in my city, and some of Sydney are almost burned down. Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. It's not like these fire forest fires and wildfires, whatever you want to call them, or something new. It's something they deal with on a yearly basis. You know, that'd be like us not having snow removal equipment in the wintertime. You know, you got to plan for that stuff. You buy your salt in the summer when it's cheaper. You know, and you buy it in bulk. So I mean, you have to plan on things. You know, like Florida gets a lot of hurricanes. They have better planning for hurricanes. The whole thing with North Carolina was just a freak thing. I mean, they were already soaked, and then all that extra water coming out of the mountains and everything. I don't know. That was was and is still a mess. Yeah. Well, guys, it's going on an hour and a half here. I think I'm going to say goodbye. And maybe I'll catch you tonight on Jim Tedesco's Short Line Thursday. And yeah, no doubt. I mean, I'm saying for me because I already have, you know, 2 controllers and everything's all set up already. You know, I got the wireless system and all that. So there's no need for me to go and change out all these locomotives to Bunami. And so I'm pretty good with that. If I wanted to, I could add that. There's an adapter type system you can add to NCE. I can't think of the name of it now. It's Wi-Fi something or another it's called. You can add to it. I believe that's all you need to do in order to be able to use your phones and stuff on the system. Now, I could be wrong. So I'm pretty sure I could turn this into like a cell phone Wi-Fi if I wanted to. Don't quote me on that. All right, so anyways, guys, I am going to go, and I will see you next week. Have a great week. Stay safe, stay warm. Uh, Stay out of the way of those fires if you're out there. So, hope all stays well. And we will talk to you next Thursday. So, bye for now.